Yeah.
That lip
I'm on my fucking lunch break, okay?
So, I bought another old Toyota. That's right, I bought another old Toyota, and one I'm pretty excited about, and I'm gonna tell you why. This right here is a 1990 Toyota Supra Turbo. I bought it maybe 11, 12 years ago. I did some work to it, and I'm gonna walk you through that. Sold it, and now I bought it back. So I I'll grab it, and you know what? Let me walk you around, and then I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with it, okay? Let's do that. So yes, I bought this car about 11, 12 years ago from a friend of mine. He was actually getting rid of it, and I figured I'll give it a try. Now, as you can probably imagine from my videos, I'm a big Toyota fan, and I've had about 7 or 8 of these with no real end in sight. So I built the engine and had it running for a while. Basic mods, nothing special. Later, sold it to my brother-in-law. So right now it's got a completely built bottom end with forged pistons, I believe with Sacco, if I remember correctly, and 264 cams on the head. The head is completely stock, but it was rebuilt. Metal head gasket, drift motion, rebuilt the turbo. It's got an intercooler kit and a Mishimoto radiator. The AC works, which is good. So here's what I think I'm gonna want to do to this car. As you can see now, the car is actually plasti dipped. I'll be getting rid of that pretty soon. As you can see here, I started ripping off the plasti dip just to kind of take a look at the paint. But I will remove all the plasti dip, look at the paint, and probably do a paint job. The interior as well, it's pretty dirty, so it's gonna have to get detailed. It's mostly original. It's got a short shifter. I believe Beach Performance short shifter with a TRD knob. Couple of gauges, nothing special. And an HKS to monitor the air-fuel ratio. Now this one is a target top, which is pretty cool. Now, the downside of that is that this, once removed, kind of weakens the chassis, and you do feel that while you drive. As I mentioned, you can see that the seats are pretty dirty. They will have to be shampooed. You can see the carpet. I'm gonna have to clean all of this, make sure it looks as good as possible. Make some adjustments to the clutch. It's got a Fidenza flywheel with a spec clutch, which it's pretty good actually. It's a very good combination for these engines. You can certainly push over 500 foot-pounds of torque without a problem. Now this one doesn't have the Thames suspension from the factory, but we did install team coilovers. So you can see there's minor stuff that's gonna need to be replaced. And here, I'm gonna have to replace this molding here and get a matching set that matches the 89 plus or the 90 plus trim. Now the windshield was replaced recently because it was cracked, and they replaced this trim with just generic, just regular generic rubber, which I'm not too thrilled about. I'm gonna see if I can find the original and replace this with the original trim. Obviously there's a lot of minor things that need to be fixed, like the wiper blades, the wiper arms have to be replaced or recoated. And now to the moment you all been waiting for, the engine, right? As you can see, good old 7M Mitsumoto radiator. You can see Tane coilovers, drift motion, upgraded CT26. It has been upgraded to 57 millimeters. So you should be good for about 18, 20 pounds, which should yield 350, 380 to the wheels. This is, you know, basically a daily driver type of deal, reliable driver. Everything works on this car. But the good part is that the engine is completely built, and you should be able to push 600-700 horsepower out of this motor as is. It's got Wiseco pistons and Eagle rods. So the bottom end is built way beyond what this turbo would ever push. Again, all this stuff is gonna get cleaned up. I want to make sure that everything is as good as it can be and it works as good as it can be. My thinking is I'm gonna enjoy it for a little bit, for all time's sake. I'm probably gonna do a paint job, put some wheels on it, and then find her a good home. And that's pretty much it, folks. I don't know that there's any more to show you, but we'll stay in touch. We'll see how this thing goes. Thanks for watching. Leave me some comments, leave me some wheel suggestions, and please remember to subscribe. Talk to you soon.